of Lazarus. What was that like for you, man, when you stopped, like whatever it was in the world, and that moment that you said, all right, God, I'm yours. What was that for you?
Well, like I was explaining earlier to the first service, to understand how I got new life, I have to explain a little bit how I died in my old life. When I first started dancing, it was kind of like right out of high school. And I mean, in high school, I just played sports and kind of stuck to that. And right out of high school, I joined the dance crew, which at the time we were called Fresh to Death.
Whoa. You were called what?
Huh?
You were called what?
Fresh to Death. I know, it's pretty embarrassing. That was the days where we were like, you got served style, you know what I mean? Like, you guys even remember you got served? Probably not. No, anyways.
I do.
So later,
I do.
We're doing, I was doing Fresh to Death thing, whatever, and we were doing a lot of shows, and I started realizing something. I started realizing that boy dances equals get girls. You know what I'm saying? And that was what I lived for. I lived for to dance because girls like it when boys dance. You know what I'm saying? And that, I stamped myself with that. You know what I mean? And not only did I stamp myself with that, I called myself a Christian while doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I was living that zombie lifestyle where, I would, go to church on Sundays and then, have dance gigs, whatever, throughout the week. And, it was kind of just all eyes on me, you know what I'm saying? And what happened was I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was in love, you know what I mean?
I like how
I was in love with you. You know what I mean? Please don't judge me. So, I was like, at the time, dude, it was like, have a girlfriend, and more girls on the side, with a little bit more girls over there, and while dancing all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that's was the whole thing. And then when God started shedding certain things off of me, like, hey, car's gone, now I don't have a car. Okay, girls don't like boys without cars. Don't have a license. You know what I'm saying? Girlfriend left, didn't have a job. Everything was slowly being stripped from me because that was God, molding me. And in that, I was like, well, I'm still going to try and live this lifestyle. And every time I tried, I just felt the pressure being poured more on top of me. You know what I mean? So finally, I got to that point again where I was just like, you know what? I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it. It hurts. It hurt, emotionally. I went through a depression. You know what I mean? For a year and a half, and it happened after I gave my life back to God, and in doing that, I realized all my shortcomings. And when you gain new life, it's important to know that your old you that was old, and God is doing something new. But I held on to that. You know what I mean? To my shortcomings and trying to do things that would make me a better Christian or make God proud of me, So slowly but surely, God started giving me back things. I got my job, and my car, or whatever, and my lovely girlfriend now, you know what I mean? But there were still some things that He wanted me to do, and He really wanted me to trust Him, kind of like how, they wanted, Mary didn't trust Jesus, to bring Lazarus back, you know what I mean? And I trusted God, but at the same time, I was really praying for ABDC at the time because we had already tried out 4 times, and I was praying for it, and I was mad because when they came on the crew, they made it the first time. I was like, "Are you serious? It took me 4 times." No. But it was a blessing when we got them because they're obviously the reasons why we made the show. You know what I mean? But anyways, finally, when I started gaining that trust back in God, where He can actually, make these things happen, you know what I mean, is when He gave it to me, when He gave it to us. Because, I was at a job, just typing on the computer all day, and God was, He said to me, I remember that, that you need to be content first, you know what I'm saying? Love me first, and then I'll give you the rest of the kingdom. seek the kingdom of glory first, and then all things will be added. That type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So finally, when I really stepped into that and combined it with the new life I had, is really when we started having blessings. And you know, we made ABDC and we won that. It was really cool. You know what I mean? You know, just everything followed. You know what I'm saying? So,
Awesome. Hey, if you go back in the text, look in verse 38. Because this, I think, mirrors exactly what George just said.